All right, let's dive into a golf secret that, I gotta be honest, feels completely backward at first. But stick with me, because it might just unlock the effortless power you've been searching for. It's all about one simple thought that could completely change your swing. Let's get into it. You know the feeling, right? You get up there, you decide you're gonna give this one a ride, you swing out of your shoes, and then you watch the ball just poof, it goes nowhere. It's gotta be one of the most frustrating things in golf. And today, we're gonna figure out exactly why it happens. So, where does all that effort actually go? Well, it gets lost in what we're calling the power leaking swing. We are about to identify the exact root cause, the one little thing that's letting all that power just drain away before it ever gets to the ball.
Okay, first things first. You have to understand this isn't about strength. You don't need to hit the gym more. The problem is actually a hidden mechanical flaw in your swing, a mistake that almost every amateur golfer makes. Because honestly, it feels like the powerful thing to do. And that brings us right to the heart of the problem. Your natural instincts, what your body wants to do to smash the ball, are actually the very things sabotaging your swing. So let's pull back the curtain and expose this common mistake.
Here it is. For a right-handed golfer, the number one culprit is your lead shoulder, your left one, pulling up and spinning open way too early as you start your downswing. This one little move kicks off a whole chain reaction of bad things that just completely robs you of power and consistency. And this chart here just lays it out perfectly. Your instinct is to rip that left shoulder up to try and generate speed. But what really happens? Your whole body opens up too soon. That forces your hands to try and save the swing, which leads to terrible contact, zero distance, and a swing that just feels like a ton of work.
So, if opening up your body is the big problem, then what in the world is the solution? Well, this is where it gets a little strange, but so effective. It's a simple feeling that is going to feel completely wrong at first. This is the right shoulder high secret.
That's it. That's the entire swing thought. Seriously, you're going to try and forget about what your left side is doing and put all your focus on your trail shoulder, your right shoulder for righties. The feeling you want is that it stays high as you start the downswing. Now, let's be super clear. Right shoulder high does not mean you're trying to lift it up. Not at all. It's all about preventing the common mistake where your right shoulder dips down, which is the very thing that forces your left shoulder to fly up. By feeling like you keep that right shoulder level or high, you preserve your posture and stay on plane.
So why is this one little tweak such a game changer? Well, look at this. Keeping that right shoulder high literally stops your body from spinning open too early. That move alone automatically keeps the club coming from the inside. That powerful slot everyone talks about. And that allows your body to just rotate naturally, creating a really consistent low point in your swing. And a consistent low point means pure, solid strikes. Every time.
Okay, theory is great, but how do we actually get this into our swing? How do we feel it? Well, the source gives us a fantastic, simple drill to bake this new move into your muscle memory and kick those old habits to the curb. The drill is so easy. Just start with some little half swings, maybe hip high to hip high. As you swing down, your entire focus is on that feeling of keeping the right shoulder high and fighting that urge to spin open towards the target. Now here's the key. You're not trying to hit a ball. Your goal is to feel like you're going to hit the ground next to your right foot. And that feeling right there, that becomes your new swing thought out on the course. By thinking, hit beside my right foot, you automatically keep your body more closed and that right shoulder stays high. What that does is force the club to drop into the slot and release all its energy at the perfect time, which is right through the golf ball. So what really happens when you master this feeling? The changes, and I'm not exaggerating, pretty astonishing. We're talking about a total transformation, not just in how far the ball goes, but in how the swing actually feels to you.
I mean, just look at this transformation. You go from a swing that feels like a full-body workout to one that feels relaxed, easy even. Your inconsistent, thin or fat shots turn into these consistent, pure strikes. And that low club head speed you are getting from trying so hard, it gets replaced by effortless power that comes from good mechanics.
And what does that translate to in actual yards? The instructor is really confident that for a lot of golfers, making this one change is enough to start carrying the ball 200 yards. And not by swinging harder, but by swinging smarter and more efficiently.
And that's really the promise here. The confidence from the instructor comes from seeing this work over and over again. When you stop fighting your own body and you learn to sequence the swing correctly, the distance just happens. You will absolutely hit it far.
So we'll leave you with this question.
For years, your feel has probably been telling you to rip that shoulder open, to use your upper body, to throw your hands. But is that feel really real? This lesson is a challenge to you to trust a new feeling, one that feels weird at first, but is so much more mechanically sound and could finally be the key to unlocking that easy distance we're all looking for.